forget, guys, you guys can change your Pokemon avatars, playing on the bottom of stream avatars here. Just type !shop and see if you can buy one of our very special Pokemon. See if you can find them. Okay guys, just a small heads up, there's going to be one more song, as I'm just going to get one little thing I just got to get set up, and then we're good to go. And ladies and gentlemen, the time has hit 0. You know what that means. It's live stream time. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let me just get things set up here. So, what is up, guys? It's Brownie, the Door Charge Gamers, charging you all with joy with tonight's episode of Perception. So, you guys must have rolled high to find our live stream. So, glad you guys could join, and I see that things are still buffing up on this side of the counter. Alright, let's get our intrepid team in check. Oh, hold on a second. Alright. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Right, let's get our team in check. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Also, I'll apologize that I'm a little bit warm this morning. It is generally boiling in here. There we go. I think we have some life now. Check 1, 2. I think we have some life. Check 1, 2.
Hello, guys.
There we go.
Are we starting now? Oh, shit.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. What did you forget? Did you forget this was our stream time?
Well, no, I didn't. I didn't forget. Are you guys on the thing right now? Hold on, give me a moment.
It's actually 7:30, actually, so get your facts straight, mate.
This is the song that never ends. Alright, so anyway, guys, welcome to tonight's live stream. I hope everyone's doing fine. So, let's see. I believe we have everybody on our call right now, so we're getting everyone to join in our session. So, if you're new to our session, welcome. I am Brownie of the Door Charge Gamers, charging you all with joy. And tonight, we are Dungeons & Dragons episode number 4 on our Intrepid quest. And joining us tonight, we have our same intrepid heroes who are on the quest, shall we call it. We have Caitlin as Goldenheart.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
We have Mugbeard with Moonraven.
Hello there.
The dumbass.
Yeah, we have Trilly, played by Aeon.
Howdy.
And we have Zillion, played by Delancey.
Hoi.
So, how's everyone doing before we get into this?
Good.
Good.
Mugbeard, we're really doing this now. We're doing this now, Raven. We're having cock gifts.
What gifts? What, no gifts for Brownie?
Yeah, I forgot there's no gifts of me in all of this.
No, poor baby.
We'll have to make one. We'll have to get one sorted. But anyway, so, is everybody ready for tonight's episode?
Yes.
Yes, mate. Let's do this shit.
Question. Has anybody been thinking about where the heck this is going to go yet?
Nope.
We're gonna go to the grassy fields. Also, hi, Kib.
Wait, is Kib in our call?
Yeah.
Hello, kid.
Kib, hello!
Shit.
Well,
You're going to be joining us on our session. You're going to be joining the session today.
I don't think I can. You know what? You guys are probably level 3 or 4 already. I'm still level 1. I'm probably gonna die anyway.
Technically they're level 2.
Yeah, I'm still gonna die anyway.
It's up to
Good.
It's up to you.
I'll kill you.
It's up to you, dude. If you want in, but you better have your character sheet up.
I wish I could, but I'll explain off call. But right now, it's getting complicated to do anything here. So,
is it something with what was posted earlier? By the way,
I'll mention it later.
Okay, fair enough.
But just joining now to say, good luck, everybody. Y'all have fun, and just saying sorry I can't be able to make it any of these lately.
No, don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it. As I say, the session comes up to whoever, and the session comes up to whoever wants to watch it or join in. So, if anything else, dude, it's good to at least know you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know when they're gonna be over here, so I'm gonna leave before they come in. Just suddenly say, "Hey, I'm part of the stream." Click.
Yeah, that's fair enough, dude. Go get yourself sorted out, and if things get settled up and such, and you can join us again, I'll help you get set up so you can join in when you're about the same point and such. Okay?
All right.
All right. See you later, Kib. Be good. Okay?
All right.
Bye, sweetie.
All right.
Oi.
Aw, that was nice. Nice to know, Kib. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Kibatu, one of our other members.
He's amazing. Don't forget him.
Well, me.
That not as amazing as my Chrissy here.
Anyway, how about we get ourselves our adventure? So, last time, our intrepid heroes of the Unity, which I think is probably about the only thing we got for a name on them right now, managed to successfully take down a bandit camp at the end of the second episode. During the beginning of a pleasant night's rest, they ended up having a marvelous little conversation with Marco the Bandit, who revealed that he was part of an intrepid troop called the Rebellious Foot, along with his comrade Voro. They mentioned about how they were brought into this situation where Hypnotoad is staring at me in the face. Raven, stop it now, or I will throw you out of this.
What?
We'll throw you out a 7-story building, mate.
It can happen. Alright, let me just get music playing here, so we got music playing.
Do not anger the DM, please.
Trust me, I can make things awkward for what will happen. I can do that. Anyway.
I know.
Anyway, so, after managing to escort Marco and Voro back to Hope Key, you met up with Titanus, and you also met up with Oberon, and successfully you completed one part. But after a revelation from Golden Heart and a bit of a situation, it turned into a bit of an argument. But things settled down, and just as you guys were heading off ready for the evening, Golden Heart managed to receive a book that was written in Dragonian to her, while everyone else was settling into a, shall we call it, peaceful night's sleep. So, with that being said, we're now coming up to the end of the day, so is there anything anybody would like to do before we move to the next day?
I wanna fucking read the book!
Okay, off screen for a minute. Caitlin has been bugging me for the information for the book the whole time. She has been bugging me off screen like, have you finished it? Have you finished it? Yes, I have finished it!
Send
Nice.
it to me!
Alright, I'll send it in a minute. Let's just get there. So, you're going to read... So, before I send it to you, you're going to start reading the book and things. Any of you three, what are you three doing? Are you just turning in for the night? Are you doing anything in particular?
I'm going to drink.
Raven is going to drink.
I thought we had already settled this in the last one, but I guess I'm just gonna rest and relax. Maybe tune my lute before I go to bed.
Okay. And what about you, Trilly?
Trilly's gonna settle down for the night and probably while away the 10 minutes before she falls asleep, using her speak to animals to talk to something in the room. So.
Okay, so, well, let's start with this. So Trilly is using talk to animals, okay, and Golden Heart's going for the book, okay. Let me check my notes. Ironically enough, I planned for this for once!
Oh, okay.
I planned for
What?
this! So, during the, just as Trilly settled down, she invokes the talk to animals magic. Whether it was a sense of fun or whether it was just a sense of something just to try, she ends up getting a conversation from outside her window. Just outside the window, there is a little... There's like a little tap on the window, like...
A bird.
And truly, you make a perception check for me right now, please.
It's a plug to the show.
Perception was.
Yeah. By the way, guys, from now on, when you guys make your roll, I want you to tell me the result when you've rolled it.
No problem.
Oh wait, what
Seven.
dice am I rolling?
I'll get to you in a minute. Caitlin. Okay, so Trillian. So Trillian rolls a 7. So you got 7, you said?
7.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you look up at the window. You heard the tapping, but you can't make out the figure that is tapping on your window. but you can just vaguely hear a, "Hello in there? Hello? Hello?"
Trilly will open the window.
Don't open it, it's a pedo!
So you open the window. So you open this small glass panel. It's basically it's sort of a green lens window. It's sort of nice. With this being one of the nicer taverns in the whole of Hope Key, it's a nice one to look at. So you open this little window, and what hops in through the window is a small brown tabby cat. The tabby cat just sort of jumps in, it climbs in through the window, and it jumps off onto your bedpost, and then it jumps down onto the floor, and it just sits there, and it looks up at you.
Hello.
Hello there. Wait, you can understand me? So it was you who was talking to me?
Yep.
Well, okay, I could say this is interesting. Did you want to talk to me about something?
Not really. No.
I told you I planned for this. I thought the detail. So the cat looks up to you and goes, "Ah, a bit of a lone thing at the moment. I'm guessing you just wanted a little company."
Well, you know how it is. If you can whistle, you stop. You sort of start losing the knack of it. I can talk to animals. I just thought, keep in practice.
Ah, well, your practice does you well. What's your name, stranger?
Trilly.
Trilly. Nice to meet you, Trilly. I sadly don't have a name much since I'm just a wandering cat around here, but I patrolled around for a while, so it's nice to know there's at least a friendly face that doesn't, shoo me away or smack me or pull my tail like those blasted kids. Honestly, they always think they're so... And you can just see he just tenses up a little bit at the thought of the image. It's like, so anyway, what's going on? I heard a little bit of yelling, and I just got a little curious.
Oh, just a couple of colleagues arguing.
Ah, teamwork. It's a strange thing. Some days it can be fantastic, and some days it can wreck you to asunder. They always say that sometimes it's best to be the lone wolf. Well, in my case, lone cat. But I digress. So anyway, is everything all right? Do you need somebody, or? And you just see him at that point. He's just sort of leaning towards you, and it's like he's just rubbing himself on the leg. It's like he could tell that you were a little bit bothered by what happened, just a bit.
Yeah. I just guess I was feeling a bit homesick as well.
Homesick? You're not from around here?
No, I come from across the sea. Well, across a couple of seas actually.
No, you're from beyond Blue Lagoon. Wow, that's some way to travel. Huh. So there is life out there. I heard it from one of the other little animals that there was some life out there, but I never expected it. So, are you mostly the lone type? Is this new for you?
Sort of, yeah. I hope there's a life out there. I want to get back to it at some point.
Ah. And you can just sort of see him just sort of slightly nod a little bit. He seems rather knowledgeable and sort of great manners despite being a wild cat. But he seems like he understands you quite well. Well, anyway, as much as I know you and your fancy magics don't normally last long when it comes to talking to us. I know there was one who's mentioned before. I think it was only no more than about a minute. Or something like that. I don't know. And you just see him hop back onto the post, and he just looks at you again, and he said, "Well, if you ever need a friend, I sort of sit around here, so just give me a little whistle if you need me, if you need someone to talk to. Who knows, I might, well, let's just say, I think I kind of like you from what I've spoken to you. You're kind of nice.
Thanks very much. You seem like a nice animal as well. I mean, if it helps you get away from those little buggers with the stones and everything, I could leave the window unlocked for you.
The cat just looks at you with a little smile and is like, "You would do that for me?"
Yeah, I like animals.
And you can see a real gentle glee appear on his face. He generally seems rather chuffed about the idea of someone actually feeling quite nice for him.
Most of them have more brains than half the people I talk to. And I was rude.
Oh, trust me, they always say watch the company you keep. But all I can say is just be strong, okay? Now that at least this cat here is at least able to listen. I mean, you know. And you just see him sort of stretch a little bit, and he leaps up to the window and he looks at you. I'll let you decide if you want to keep it open and such. I want it quiet, but maybe I'll stop by tomorrow if you're still around.
Sounds good.
All right.
Just...
It was a pleasure, my little friend. Farewell. And he leaps out the window. And just as he leaps out, hold on a second. I'm actually going to make an athletics check for the cat. Please don't fuck.
He falls flat on his face.
This can't
Do
happen.
not wait.
So he jumps out, but as he's jumping out, because this is the first time he has jumped up to this sort of level of the tavern. He's not too familiar with it. So as he jumps down, he sort of stumbles nervously and sort of nearly falls flat on his face. But he sort of looks up to make sure that you weren't looking and just sort of just gives a gentle sigh, just like as if he was just trying to get away with the near embarrassment. And he just walks away. Now, on to Caitlin. So, Caitlin, right now, just letting you know, it's about just past midnight in Hope Key.
Oh, yeah.
How much of the book, or how long are you going to stay up to read the book?
Sleeps for the week.
You're actually going to try. You're going to try to. I can see Raven smiling. All right, so you're going to read the whole thing.
Of course, we need the plot.
Fair. Okay, fair enough then. Okay, so let's see. So, yeah, my facts here. Okay, so Golden Heart. So you make your way into this nice, lavish little room. Just all the rooms are still the same color decorated. They are a dark oak wooden room with a small blue carpet seated on the middle of the floor. It's one of the nicest ones, so they have to make it look nice. And each room consists of the ones you have all have single beds. But there are a couple that do have double beds for obviously intrepid travelers who come through as parties as large as possible. They all have a little desk, a candle lamp, and they all have a small rack that you could put like a rag or a towel, so to speak. And you make your way to the bed, and you sit on there, and you pull out the book. As you look over the book, make a perception check, please.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, I had to do this.
Give me... What was my perception again?
By the way, did anyone remember the name, Mugbeard or Trilly? Does anyone remember the name of the book, by the way? Because I slightly have lost it.
I'm not sure if I put that in my notes, but...
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's not my book, so I don't care.
I didn't write any notes on it either, I'm sorry.
That's alright.
No, I got the book name, so...
No, that's okay. So what you got, Caitlin?
Book of Dragons. Alright. So roll dice +2. Give me a good one. God.
What you got, Caitlin?
14.
14. Okay. So you take a look at this small book. The book is essentially about the same size as the palm of your hand, or claw, so to speak. I'd say, if it's the best way to put it, if you're looking at a off-screen type of roleplay one, the book is, say, just slightly bigger than... it's just about the same size as, and this is off topic of this, it's about the same size as like a PlayStation 2 game, if that's anything to go on. It's about that size.
PlayStation 2? I didn't know those exist.
I said off topic! It's the only thing I could come up with at the time, but yeah, so it's about the same size book as there. The book is coated, the book is coated in a green leather, and you can see that there are some words written on Dragonian on the front there. And since we've lost that one, let's go with this. You managed to read the book, and the title of the book is known as History of Wyvernisto.
Alright.
But it doesn't say anything else on there, but you look on the front cover, and there is a little bit of a claw mark on the front cover.
I wonder what this is from. Could it be from one of my kind?
So do you start reading the book?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so you open the book, and you can see that the entire writing so far is all written in Dragonian. The pages are about as you'd expect the size to be, and the writing is actually done really nicely. Despite the fact that you understand Dragonian from your age being a dragon, this is your first time reading a document that has Dragonian in it. So this is a surprise. This is a bit of a surprise. So you are a little bit of hazy on a couple of the words, but you managed to at least understand, I'd say, maybe about 90% of most of the words from what you can read. So, you said you're reading the full book, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so now I have to pass things on to Caitlin. Alright, so here's how this will work, Caitlin. Alright, I'm going to pass this on. So, this is for Caitlin's eyes only for now.
Okay.
So, Caitlin, I'm going to send you this as a private message if my Skype will let me. Please excuse any names that pop up, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, okay, I will pass this here. So, Caitlin, so you say you're reading the whole thing.
Yes, how long is this gonna be?
Judging from the size of the pages, if you were to read the whole thing, it would take you about maybe 4 hours at best.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Did you send it?
I'm just about to. I just obviously wanted to ask if you still wanted to read the whole thing.
Yeah, I want to read it.
Okay. Okay, so, now I ask you for the moment, do not say any of this aloud unless you feel like you want to say it aloud. But for the moment, keep quiet about it. You can read this over as we get to the next bit. So.
Alright, yeah, you read that.
Alright, just 1 second. Okay, so while that's going on... So,
is this all of it?
No, there's just one more bit to go.
Okay.
These are the major bits for you. Okay, there we go. I realize that might be showing on the live stream, in which case, my bad.
I don't see it on the live. I don't.
Okay.
I don't even have the live stream.
If you do, don't look it up. I apologize. Okay, so you sit down to read the book, and as you're reading through the book, you are really intrigued into this that you barely notice time go by, and obviously it's quite knowledgeable to know the fact that you're reading something of this novel or whatever to call it that is written in a language you have been very, very lack of experience to seeing, but at least you know of it based on what you studied. So you read that for about 3-4 hours, and just as you read the last page, you close the book, and then you just fall asleep. So, everyone, I can say that you all completed a long rest. So I know you've obviously had a rest earlier, but if you haven't done for long rest, you can do so now.
Wait, what about okay, so and
Mugbeard's just having a drink, as he does, and Zelion is tuning instruments. So I'd say they were doing their own thing for probably about, say, 30 minutes to maybe about an hour, give or take who they were, and then they just basically went to sleep.
I might be quiet because I'm still reading this.
No, that's fair enough. Okay, so the next morning comes. The morning starts off in a slightly brisk, cold morning, as you'd expect from a type of morning that you usually expect. You get a sense of, like, that nice cold draft as it flows through. So you expect for morning, like wet grass and a couple of little sort of birds flying over, just like the standard sounds you hear on a morning and such. But Trilly, this is none the different, because obviously Trilly is used to nature, so Trilly could probably recognize literally 3/4 of the noises she could hear. Zelion, with you being a traveler, you obviously have heard the noises before, and that obviously comes down with territory there. With Mugbeard being a dwarf, some of these noises may seem a little bit distant, depending on certain things. So, you guys are up on the morning. What do you guys wish to do? Just let you know, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I'm gonna go last. You guys go first.
Okay. I guess I'll go first then, if no one else wants to.
It's whoever wants to.
Okay. I guess I'll start. I kind of stretch and yawn, just kind of enjoying the morning sounds for a bit before getting out of bed. I just kind of look out the window. What's the weather like?
The weather is it's a brisk, dry morning. It's similar to like what the weather was like yesterday, where it was quite clear skies. Maybe a bit more cloud than it usually is, but that's probably due to the morning air and stuff like that. But you get the nice cold air hitting you in the face. Almost like as if it's a feeling of getting hit with a shower without getting wet.
I just kind of enjoy looking out the window. Then I back away, get myself dressed and ready for the day. Then I kind of gather my stuff and see if there's any complimentary breakfast.
Okay. So you make your way down the corridor and you make your way down the set of stairs, and there, right on the counter, you see Olga. Olga's just sort of wiping the counter, sort of getting ready for the day. You can sort of see her just sort of rubbing her eyes a little bit. She's obviously still a little tired, but despite the fact that she's done this for a while, she's still not quite accustomed to the early mornings. And she turns to you and just notices you and is like, "Oh, well, morning, sunshine."
Mm-hmm. I tip my hat to her. Morning, ma'am.
I can tell you. Did you manage to sleep all right, dear?
Like a baby. I give one final stretch and just roll my shoulder back and just relax.
Well, that's good. I take it you're judging for you being set up like that, I'd say you're planning on heading out, or?
Kind of yes and no. Thought I'd at least look around the shop, see if I can sell some of the stuff that I already have on me. I kind of gesture to my backpack. So, after that, I'm not sure. I might wait and see if I have. I might have to wait until the permit information goes through. So, if anything, I'm.
That makes sense. I almost forgot about the shops are open such. Okay. Well, if you want to...
I already paid for it last night, so I'm just waiting for the official I'm just kind of waiting for the official documentation.
Oh, of course, of course. Now, I understand that if you're wanting any breakfast, I can do you some. Just to let you know, if you're going for a breakfast here, it is probably going to go for a... Let's see. It is going to go for it is going to go for a gold piece per person.
Just one gold piece?
Just one gold piece.
I kind of think about this, look towards where the stairs to where all the rooms are, and I kind of give a thoughtful nod. I'm like, okay, then I'd like to pay for. So if it's one gold coin apiece, I'll pay for breakfast for me and my compatriots.
So she sort of looks at you and just nods and is like, okay, so if I remember, you got 4. There's you, there's the halfling, the dragonborn, and the dwarf.
And Mugbeard? Yeah.
I say no more. Okay, well, just take a seat anywhere you like. I'll happily bring it. So mark 4 gold off of your sheet there, and you see her just sort of walk off towards the to the other side of the counter. If you remember the corridor where you guys came in, there was a door that was opposite the room where you guys did the meetup. Opposite there is the room where she walks in, and then you suddenly hear the sound of, like, pots clanging together. So it's obvious that that area is the little kitchen. So, with that being said, at the moment, in the tavern, there is not a single other person in the area. It is just you downstairs in the main tavern area. And at that point, Trilly makes her appearance, and Mugbeard is not that far behind, still holding a empty beer jug from last night. So you both make your way there, and you both are standing at the top of the stairs, looking down at the entrance to the tavern.
I'll have 2 breakfasts and a beer, please.
You're gonna have to pay for your second one. You're gonna have to pay for your second one. I already paid for your first one.
Okay, I'll have 3 then.
You sort of look around, but you can't see Olga anywhere around the tavern area. You don't. All you can hear is just the sound of pots and pans clanging at the moment.
I just kind of take a seat and just wait patiently.
Fair enough.
Morning, Zillion.
Morning, Trilly. Hope you're hungry. I just paid for everybody's breakfast.
Oh, that was nice of you. Thanks.
Hey, at least I could do.
Okay.
Well, tomorrow's breakfast is on me then.
All right.
So it's at that moment when you guys are all talking that you see Olga coming out with the little first bit of the breakfast, where she basically just starts bringing in this nice bit of bread with a little bit of butter to start off with. It may be a tavern, but it's it's still a breakfast nonetheless, so it's not the high-class sort of meats and things like that to start off with the day, but it's still enough to at least get you started for at least sort of for the morning. She walks up to the counter and she notices the 2 extra people in the room. It's like, oh, good morning, you 2.
Hello, please refill.
Morning.
Still at it for the beers. I'm afraid at the moment, Mugbeard, I'm kind of actually waiting on another barrel at the moment, so the beer's currently off at the moment.
I'll have a wine.
I'll have to have a look for you. So
Thank you.
She has a look behind the counter. Morning, Trilly dear. Are you, you're wanting your breakfast too, I presume?
Yes, please.
Very well. I will have to go and grab that for you. And she hands the first plate of bread to Zelion first. And, yeah, I noticed in the chat, Don't worry. You forgot you did drink quite a bit, and today isn't only my delivery day, so hopefully they should have some by tonight. And because she still has to make it the thing. And just as you guys are getting comfortable, so for about half an hour, she's sort of going back and forth with the breakfasts, and the breakfast starts off with the standard sort of bread and butter, and then it moves on to a nice bit of cooked sort of sausages. There's a little bit of meat. There's some tomatoes that have been slightly cooked as well. And there is a small glass of I would say you can tell there's sort of like a small glass of water to start off with, but you can tell that there is a bad Yelp review. Hey, we've got a dwarf who's drunk us up crazy, and this is the best bar in town. What can you expect? And essentially, you get the water, but it's got a nice taste of fruit in it. It's like a fruity bit of water, just to at least get you whetting appetites for the morning.
Oh, thank, much obliged. I surveyed the food and just began eating my breakfast.
Okay. What about you two? Are you taking the breakfast and starting to eat, or?
Yes.
Okay. Trilly?
Belly rumbling, needs food.
Yes, it does.
Really tucks in happily.
Okay. So you guys are busy starting your food, and then at that point, there is a knock on the door. And it's at that point Olga looks up and is like, now what? And she sort of walks up and she sort of opens the door a little bit and peers her blue eyes round the corner and is like, who is it?
Deliveries?
No. Not quite deliveries, but
damn it,
a different kind. And she unlocks the door and opens it, and right in the doorway is Titanus, as well as Marco and Voro as well.
Polo.
Is this gonna be the running gag? I say Marco and then Voro, Toro, Polo.
Yes.
If you want to do it, go for it. So, at that point there, Titanus just sort of looks up and is like, morning, everyone.
Morning.
I chew and swallow my food before I give a reply. Morning.
Morning. And sort of Marco walks in. You can see him still rubbing his eyes a little bit and is sort of walking in. He's still a little cautious after the last night's fiasco, sort of glancing around, and Voro is just sort of happily walking in and such. Olga sort of gives up and is like, I'll have the breakfast ready in the room as well. And Titanus just holds his hand and said, no need, we don't need the room. I'd rather talk to everyone here before you guys open up, if that's okay. And she's like, of course. And she walks back towards the room and starts making the breakfast for the other three. Titanus then looks around at all of you and is like, I see we're one person missing.
Huh? Oh, Goldie? She might have stayed up all night reading that book, although I wouldn't know for sure.
I understand. I mean, it's kind of tricky when the fact that she's, the only, shall we say, creature who knows how to read Dragonian around here, because we've had a really hard time with that book. I just hope she's okay. And it's at that point, as all that's going on there, that you hear the sound of a slow set of footsteps. Sort of slumping style, like...
Dragging.
Yep, just sort of dragging on the floor. A dragon on the floor. Pun intended, sorry.
Very fun.
Sorry, bad pun, I'm sorry. But yeah, so, and there you see a really tired Dragonborn right at the top of the stairs, slightly rubbing her left eye with a claw, and the book is clutched in her right paw, clutched against the chest.
Morning.
I give a wave to Goldie. Morning, Goldie. Just in time for breakfast. Oh, and don't worry about payments. Breakfast is on me today.
Jodie didn't respond. She was just so tired, and frankly, she didn't care. So she went to the table and just began drinking the water.
Good morning, sunshine.
Fuck.
Titana's just...
Did you sleep well?
Claw began clawing at the table, already getting annoyed by the dwarf.
Olga sort of looks in and just hears the claw and is like, now, dear. Please remember, this is a public place, and I'd rather not have someone else clawing at my desk, if you don't mind. But are you okay, dear? You look like you didn't sleep much.
I slept enough.
And she sort of looks over you and says, I'll get you breakfast, dear. And it's at that point that Marco looks over at you and just sort of gives a sort of nod of recognition. You can see that he's still a little wary about talking to you after the whole events of last night, but he at least isn't wary enough to not at least give you a bit of, a bit of space and stuff like that. But at the same time, he is still at least, acknowledging you for what you did yesterday and such.
So, when are we going?
Well, Titanis just sort of looks over at Marco and then Voro, and then looks over at you. He said, well, that's what I actually came to talk to you all about. So Titanus just sits down opposite all of you and such, and Marco sits on his left-hand side, and Voro sits on the right-hand side. Voro isn't really saying much at the moment because he feels like there isn't much to say, but then slowly, he sort of sits up just as the food is coming by. By the way, sorry about all the messages there. That's just essentially like what Pokemon you transform to for the avatars and stuff like that. But anyway, so he sort of looks and such and says, well, I've talked it over with both these two here, and we think we've managed to come up with a bit of a plan. The thing is, I need to explain it to you guys because we might need your help, and it depends on what you guys do.
Okay.
So, obviously from what we know last night, that both these two here are wanting to basically head back with the supplies that they were paid to get and take them back to this, well, Quill person. Now, I understand that Quill hasn't been pleasurable for all of us, but at the same time, we know that they will be coming back to the fortress. So here's what I'm thinking that we could do. The two options I'm thinking is, the first option that we do is you guys wait with me at the fortress. We wait for Marco and Voro to come back, or we go over the moment that this Quill arrives, and then we attack him, or we get our information from him and decide from there. The second option is you guys go with Voro and Marco to collect the supplies and safely escort them as close to the... God damn it, Raven! I saw that. Yeah.
Do the gosh darn it, Raven? What? I look around and Raven.
No. Sorry. My apologies. I lost track of my mind. I'm still a little sleepy trying to think this through. And he said that we know for a fact that if anyone knows that these two here have such tremendous supplies for this person, and if Quill is wanting them, we have no idea how powerful these could be or how dangerous these could be. So we might need to give them some protection to make sure they get there safely. So I'm asking you guys, which do you guys think you could do? The thing is, I feel like
Wait, can I just say, like, what if say we have a plan that might help?
well, after how last night went, I'd say anything is useful, so I'm all ears.
Well, I was thinking.
All ears? That would look silly.
I hate you. I was thinking that we sort of go with the first plan, but we let Marco and Voro go in there by themselves to avoid suspicion. They can, and when these when the Black Feather arrive, they can say that they have safely escorted these supplies. Meanwhile, you and your army, as well as Trilly, Zillion, and Mugbeard, will wait until it's the perfect time to strike, and I can go to that secret place and get the supplies there.
You want us to charge into head battle without a healer?
Zillion, you also can heal as well. Well,
I can only only if I come in contact with them.
and plus you'll have Titanus's army as well as a dwarf that loves to fight and is not afraid to get his hands dirty, and Trilly, who, well, might not be good with a bow, but she'll still prove useful.
You know, I'm all up for.
Not bad with a bow. It's bad with that bow.
So Titanus just looks over all of you talking and such, and he ponders the idea just for a little bit. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but if Marco and Voro are taking the supplies and going off, what supplies are you getting then?
I don't. I can happily. Well, Marco said that there was a secret code in the cave. I can happily enter that code and get the supplies from there.
Wait. You're gonna go get the supplies by yourself.
Yep.
Wait, is this the same one with the Keystone combination?
Yes, this is the one they're referring to.
Maybe I should go. I should go with Gold. I think maybe I should go with Goldie. First of all, as you can tell, I
Zillion,
almost died in
listen
combat.
to me.
Oh.
Out of you three, you're the most responsible and the most level-headed person in this group. You are the leader.
Me?
Yes. I'm pretty sure I can take care of myself. I mean, as soon as if there are some bandits there, they'll just take one look at me and head to the hills.
I guess I kind of think this over. Kind of thinking back to my near-death experience and kind of dreading the idea of going headfirst into combat.
Well, as you guys are discussing all of this, Olga has brought the last of the breakfasts out to all of you, to Titanus and the others. And you see Voro just going straight into the breakfast. He literally has not had a breakfast this good. Marco is a little wary that he thinks this is a setup, but he slowly starts taking the food and looks at you. And he sort of looks up and goes, well, if I can make a suggestion, what if, just to be on the safe side, everyone makes their way to the crossroads in question. We'll go get the supplies, and if Goldie comes with us. She does the combination. We get the supplies. And then we get out of there at the same time. And then she comes and joins you at the fortress if it comes to it.
Okay. Okay, here's the thing. Goldie, you remember what the combination was, right?
I'm pretty sure Marco wrote it down.
I remember it.
Can you tell me it, please?
Yes, I took a note. Let's see, where is it? Where we?
Page 2.
No. So you can find it where? No, that's the other thing. Cornerstones, yes. 4 down lines, 2 side lines, 1 swirl, 1 flame.
I'm not gonna. I'll do roleplay. I'm not gonna fucking remember that. Can we just say that?
And I'm like, I pull up my notebook, and I'm like, don't forget there are 7 keystones, and pressing the wrong one could be disastrous. Never press a wrong one.
Gee, thanks for that. I really wanted to be reminded of that one.
Hey, I'm just letting you know what you're getting yourself into.
Doom!
Doom!
Thanks, Mugbeard. I say sarcastically to him.
No
But-
problem.
I will ask though, if this Quill guy is at the fortress, keep him alive and bring him back, and please let me have first dibs on him.
It's, as you're mentioning the name Quill, Titanus looks back at you, Goldie, and sort of just has his hands sort of in these, and then said, by the way, did you manage to figure out anything with that book, by the way?
Yeah. But I have.
Anything useful?
Well, it seems like the Dragonborns were all, how the fuck do I explain this? Okay. It seems like the Dragonborns, were happily able to, were happily to make peace with their enemies, and even have their enemies as friends, but then they were betrayed.
Betrayed? By what?
By our own kind, it seems. The book says here that he discarded his name and replaces with feathers. So take care of the one coated. That's all that it says. And when I find him, he's going to pay.
Oh boy. I just kind of quietly finished the rest of my breakfast.
So it sounds like this other person, or Dragonborn for the record, is somehow in cahoots. If it's a feather, then that means it works with the feather. So he could be related to Quill. Okay. Maybe... And it's then that Titanus looks over at you and such. And he just gently sort of stands up a little bit. Just to adjust himself and sits back down. Goldie, are you sure you don't want to come with us to the fortress to try to do this? I mean, I understand what you're getting at. I do. I guess I'm just trying to make sure that you get your sense of, shall we say, justice, I think is the right word.
If this Quill person is smart, then I'm pretty sure I'll get my justice soon.
kind of look worriedly over at Goldie.
Very well. Trilly, Mugbeard,
Yeah.
Zillion, what about the three of you? What do you guys think of the plan?
I guess I don't have any reason to complain. Although I don't think I should be out in front. I'm not that confident I'm going to survive this time.
Don't worry, we'll make sure everything's fine. What about you two?
Plan's a plan. I want money. Be
Give me
fine.
money.
Oh yeah, and a better weapon. That's what I wanted.
Well, how about we all go to the blacksmith?
Oh, no. He promised me a weapon.
I did promise you a weapon, and I still stand by that.
See?
Get through this.
I'll get a better weapon.
Although I do think making a quick stop by the blacksmith might be a really good idea.
Yes.
I might go to the shops just to sell some stuff, maybe purchase some things.
Okay, so Titanus then looks up and he ponders for a bit and then looks back. Okay, then how about this? We'll all freshen up, finish up what we need to do, and let's see. Let's give it an hour, and we'll all meet back at the Eastern Gate. Finish all what you need to do, and everyone goes to the Eastern Gate. Once everyone's there, we'll initiate the next steps.
Sounds good.
Okay. Claude looked at her breakfast and ignored it.
Olga just sort of looks over and is like, not a fan, dearie.
I'm not hungry, sorry.
I'll take your breakfast. It's no problem. And I just swipe it.
I'm not
please
paying for
choke
breakfast.
on it.
Okay. So Goldie, you watch as you look down and notice this dwarven hand pull the plate, and then you could just look up and you just see this dwarven just like, and he just sort of looks up to you and is like, what?
Thanks. And I drink my wine, I guess.
I just drink my water.
Olga just sort of looks over at Goldie and just sort of leans in. Don't worry, dearie. If anything else, I'll have a good dinner ready for you. Is that a deal?
Do I hear that?
Make a perception check.
Imagine he gets a natural 20 on this one.
Aw.
7.
No.
No, you do not hear this. So she sort of whispers quite close to Goldie and whispers into basically near her face as if to try to sort of perk up Goldie's spirits a little bit. Everyone here is all an ally, and everyone's a friend. So just be strong, okay? Besides, you're a dragon. Be strong.
Thank you. Honestly, that does mean a lot.
No problem. If anything, just do one thing for me. If that dwarf over there starts taking things and he does anything silly, threaten him that I won't give him a single beer.
Oh God, I can hardly imagine his face.
Okay, so with that said, Titanus all gets up, and Marco and Voro both get up as well. They sort of dust themselves off. Right, so meet back at the eastern exit in 1 hour. Try not.
I kind of gesture your finger up. Wait a minute. About the permit.
Oh, right, yes. I actually need to stop by the Vanguard actually later, so I'm going to stop by the Vanguard. And I will grab your permit while I'm there as well.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
No problem. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. And he just sort of taps your head gently, just like a little sort of, almost like a father patting a son type of thing.
I kind of accept the gesture. Just kind of feeling a bit awkward for a brief moment.
Mm.
All right. So, so with that, the three of them walk out the door first, and then you four will follow. So, what are you four doing?
Okay, I'm going to the shop, see if I can see if there's any place where I can sell some of my stuff
Okay. What about the rest of you?
or buy stuff. Doesn't matter.
How
I
much
wanted-
would potions cost?
Potions, I believe they are 50 a piece. Let me have a...
Okay, never mind.
Trilly will pause just
Really?
before everyone heads out the doorway and say, "Oh, hang on, need to sort something out in my room."
Okay.
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 Since I'm down money. Hmm. I
How
want
much-
to go to. I want to go to the blacksmith.
Okay. So
Where's the blacksmith?
So the blacksmith. So if you guys are heading to the blacksmith, it's in the town. It's in the town center area. In fact, let's get back to Hope Key for a moment. All right. So essentially, if you guys are obviously at the place here, you guys are obviously right here, and the blacksmith is right here.
All right. Since
Okay,
Billy said
where-
that he... Oh, go ahead, Del.
Yeah, I was just wondering where I could sell weapons and such.
If you're selling weapons,
market, love.
yeah, sell whatever you feel like you want to sell them.
All right. Just doesn't matter where I sell it, or
You'd have to ask and see about that one and such, but, hold on a second here. Let me just look here, making sure here. Health potion, I believe I saw it here a moment ago. Potion of healing, yeah, potion of healing is at 50 gold.
Expensive.
Yeah, okay, so we got two heading to the blacksmith, Zellion's back to the room. Mugbeard, what are you doing?
Where could I buy a keg of beer?
I'm
Thanks,
going to the shops.
I'm not happy that the inn doesn't have beer. I should have rations.
Oh wait, have I left, or can I still persuade Titanist for something?
Yeah, if you can just see him just making off in the distance, so if you want to go and shout for him, you can do.
Wait, Titanist.
Titanus just turns around, is just like, huh? And just slowly walks back. Yes, what is it?
Well, I since we are going on a bit of a dangerous mission, I was wondering, is there by a chance if we can get some stuff for free, maybe? I mean, just because, no doubt we're all running low on gold, and we want to be prepared for, well, anything, really.
Make a persuasion check.
You serious?
Make a persuasion.
Yes.
Yeah, tell you what. Make a persuasion check with advantage because you were helping to do the book, shall we call it?
Well,
So,
okay.
roll it
persuasion.
twice.
Well, hold on. Persuasion's +4. Give me a good one.
No, natural one. Oh no. Okay, no. Roll again. I said I get advantage, so roll again.
Thank you.
That's better. Okay, lucky for that advantage.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Oh, play C. Yeah, being a player is a lot more trickier, but I find being a DM quite fun. This is my first time, actually, by the way, Mac. First time DMing. Okay, so Titanus just looks at you for a little bit and then looks at all of you. Are you all about the same scenario?
I kind of look into my bag of gold. I still have 111 left.
What? No! I've got 12!
I forgot how much I got.
Let's see. You bought the health potion.
And I gave some money to Marco and
You
Polo.
Polo.
You gave
Wow.
check my notes.
Borrow.
You gave 15 gold to Marco as well. So you're down by about 40 double check this here. You're down by 38 because you got the persuasion on the health potion earlier as well. So you're down by 38 at the moment. So going back this. So he sort of looks and such. Trilly, how are you doing on gold?
Oh, I'm fine. I've got 190.
I'm gonna fucking murder you all.
So Trillion are the only ones who have over 100.
Pretty much.
The shit is still expensive here, though.
Alright. In that case, I think I could do something. And he puts his hand into his pocket, and he pulls out a small piece of paper. You know, being the Lord, he has to obviously have things ready to write down if need be and such. And he begins to write on the paper. And he then sort of hands the paper to Goldie, obviously because she asked the question. Said, just show the keepers this. And it's basically the piece of paper, as you all look at it, the paper has a message with Titanus's signature on it, and it reads, "A quest of utmost importance is needed from these warriors. Please supply anything to help with their cause. If anything free, we will pay you back from Titanus."
Thank you.
I can't promise it works on all of them, because I know some of them are a bit stingy, but just do the best you can, and I'll see if I can find something among my my supplies as well, and we'll see what we can do.
Fair.
Okay.
So we all get this note?
Yes. So essentially, he pulls out the paper and he writes again. So, by the way, are you all? So you're not all traveling together to these places?
Maybe not. I'm just going to the shop, seeing where I can sell, just seeing what's available.
Okay. So I know. So Zellion's to the stores. Trilly, your blacksmith.
Yeah, she was just literally gonna go, not open, but unlock the window in our room so it can be pushed open by the cat and leave a bowl tray of water or something and vanish.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can easily do that. So obviously you rush in, go do your thing, come back, and you see that the guys have the piece of papers, and then he looks up at you and is like, "What kept you?"
Oh, had to make the bed.
Well, that's surprisingly noble of you, with being a bit of a nature fan. But here, and he hands you the note, and obviously the note says there, so this can at least try to get you something to help you out of the stores. Just show them that note, and take care of the rest from there. That goes for all of you, okay?
Okay, I'm just gonna put in Titanus note in my possessions.
You don't have to. I'd say you're holding on to it and such just for the moment, so you don't have to worry about that for now.
We turned in our room keys, right?
You guys all have the room keys on you. They're on you at all times.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep, that's fine.
Custom item. Note of free items. That's nice.
Yep. All
Note
right.
of free. Wait, an actual item?
You can.
Note of free shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can write your own on the D&D Beyond. Okay, so with that,
You guys should be thanking me.
Thank you.
Thank you, I guess.
now if you don't mind, I need to get stuff ready. And with that, Titanus sort of rushes, and you see him walking at a faster pace to catch up with Marco and Voro, who've already walked on ahead. So, with that said, let's make a start with the first person here. So, let's go to the Metal Masters first. So, the Metal Masters is the name of the blacksmith. So let's see. So we're gonna go. So, Trilly and Mugbeard, you're both heading to the blacksmith, yes?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, so it's just Trilly who's going to the blacksmith. Okay, sorry, my bad, Raven. Okay, so Trilly, you make your way with a 10-minute walk, because it's quite a bit of trek there with how big Hope Key is, and you make your way to the Metal Masters store. The Metal Masters store, it doesn't sort of look like much on the outside. It's sort of like a nice fancy tent on the outside with a red and white sort of cloth covering the top of it. sort of like a candy cane, if you want to get a visual idea. And you see on the inside that there is a dwarf with orange facial hair, just really on his beard, and the beard is streaming down to just about his shoulder length, and he has a bald spot on the top of his head, and you can see him pounding away on an anvil like a dun, 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 dun.
Jody then looked at Trilly. Oh no, no, that dwarf both things. Are you sure there isn't another blacksmith that doesn't have the brain cell of a goldfish?
Why do you have to be so rude all the time?
I'm not being rude. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Have you seen Mugbeard?
No.
Hey, I'm not even with you. I don't think I'm even with you guys.
No, you guys said you won. All right. So, are you two heading inside?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you two make your way inside, and you can hear the dwarf grunting away. He's like, whew. Oh, that's another one. And he turns, and you can see the sweat dripping off his face as he looks like he's been pounding the this silver blade that has just been there, worked for a while. And he sort of looks up to you and goes, "Oh, customers. Hello there. Sorry, I didn't see you guys come in. Welcome to Metal Masters, where you too can be a master of metal. Ha ha ha." And he looks.
Metal!
Sort of looks up, and first of all he looks at the two. He's like, "My, this is quite an interesting pair. I have to admit, I've never seen a halfling and a dragonborn together. This is a rare sight. And may I just say," and he sort of walks up to the dragonborn and just looks over your scales just briefly. "Those scales are marvelous. It's true that dragons have some major scales on them. These are phenomenal. You must be a powerful one."
Oh, Jody then blushes brightly. Oh, well, thank you.
My pleasure. I'm sorry, I get a little antsy when I see a material or when I see something that catches my eye. It just screams, wow. But anyway, enough about me. My name is Enig. I am the owner here at Metal Masters, and unfortunately the only worker. But I do my best for what I could do. Speaking of do, what can I do for the pair of you?
Oh, well, I would love to have a look at what weapons you have.
Why, certainly. What weapons are you looking for? I have a range of supplies available here. I have weapons of all types. I have standard swords. I have some ranged stuff. I have a couple of ranged weapons too, from sort of just throwings and things as such. So I have what you're after, as long as you have a price. I'm afraid. Man's got to make a living.
Well, first, can I have a look at what swords you have?
Swords, by all means. So you go up and just tell me, what are your current weapons that you're good with, Caitlin? You're a cleric, aren't you, right now?
I have a mace.
A mace. I'm not sure if let me just check what weapons a mace is. What a cleric is good with, because otherwise we might get somewhere here. Weapons. You can use a good amount of simple weapons. So yeah, you could get a sword if you wanted to. Basically, you can use anything simple. So you have access to a good amount of melee weapons and a good amount of ranged weapons at the moment. The only thing is, you have a mace at the moment, yeah?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so that's the standard weapon there. So he sort of walks into the back. He's sort of like, just a moment, and he walks into the back, and you can see him that despite his small size, you see him carrying this nice assortment of weapons, and he's sort of grunting a bit there as he's trying to carry this different styles of blades. He sets them on the table, and you hear this as they sort of clap on the desk there. And you see him just sort of hop up on the desk. You know, being a dwarf of about, say, 3'5", he's not exactly the tallest of them all. But, you know, he does the best with what he can do. So, we have here some nice simple weapons here. You're after some swords, I believe you said.
Yes.
Let me have a look here. Let's see. Swords. So we got, let's have a look here. Swords here. We got a great sword. We have a long sword. We have a rapier, a scimitar. We also have a short sword here. Let's have a look here. Yep, that's essentially the only style of blades there. The only thing I have to let you know, Caitlin, is if you're going for any of these, you won't get any weapon modifier because you're a simple one. The swords are martial weapons, which is sadly outside the cleric's range for the moment.
Oh, so wait, a sword's not a good idea?
Well, you can still use one, but similar to like how Trilly's bow is too big for her right now, you would essentially get a disadvantage because the weapon is outside of your range, so it's a bit more heavier. So you'd have to roll twice, and the lower roll would be your attack roll instead. So you can still use it. It's just, well, if you want to risk.
I didn't know it was gonna be like. I thought it'd be okay with a sword.
No, I apologize there. That's my fault there. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, just double check it here. Yeah, proficiency, armor, light armor, medium armor, and shield, and simple weapons. You're alright with tools. Yeah, you get a few things. So at the moment, with you being a cleric, you could get you can get a club, a dagger, a great club, a hand axe, a javelin, a light hammer, another mace if you wanted it, a quarterstaff, a sickle, a spear, and for ranged weapons, you could have a crossbow, a throwing dart, a short bow, or a slingshot.
Yeah, slingshot's gonna do a shit ton of damage. What daggers does he have?
Daggers? He sort of crims down and looks in the things because the pile is quite big. He pulls out this sort of small dagger, and you can see this beautiful golden handled dagger. It's got like 4 little jewels on the bottom. The jewels are going in a dotted order of green, red, and the blade is a nice little simple tip there, and you can see that it's quite light and such, and you can see him holding it there. It's really nice jolting, by the way. And he sort of turns around. He said, "This is a pride and joy of mine. It's a simple dagger, but it was a custom order. Sadly, the original person, I got the news they didn't come back, so they couldn't collect it. So, oh dear. But I am willing to sell this, if you are wishing for one. It is literally just 2 gold.
Seriously?
Yep, it's just 2 gold.
Ow.
The fun fact, just in case you wondered, by the way, simple weapons, the most expensive one is 5 gold.
Huh.
The cheap,
Okay.
for melee weapons, if you're going for swords, the great sword is the strongest, and that is a 50.
That's not so bad if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. So, he hands you the dagger just so you could have a little look at it if you want to.
Golden Harden looks at it and then gives it a few practice swings with it. It felt quite nice. I'll take it.
Splendid. That will be 2 gold, unless there's a few more things I can get you.
Well, my friend here, she needs a bow that wouldn't be so heavy.
Oh, I see. The tough time of a halfling with the strength, I'm guessing, huh?
Yeah, my last good short bow broke and I had to borrow this long one, which is too long.
Say no more. I completely understand. It's not the first time I've heard of stuff like that. Sort of a mission of hand-me-downs and stuff like that. And he sort of turns around and looks through the pile again. Let me have a look here. Ranger. What are you good with? Okay, yep, so simple weapons here. You think if we go on D&D, I think we can actually get these. I have to go through my book here. This is this is the fun bit. Reading with Brownie. Once upon a time.
Oh god.
Nah.
Once upon a time, there was a town. The end.
Okay, I'm just letting my computer cool down. It's heating
Yeah,
up.
it is a bit warm, unfortunately. So let's see. So there is. Okay, so there is a crossbow. There is a crossbow bolt gun. That is a light weapon. That is 25 gold if you want that.
Remember, we also have that slip. I mean, I paid for that because fucking 2 gold. That's a bargain, mate.
Looks over at Trillian and says, I could offer you one of these. Otherwise, I can still offer you some of these simple melee weapons and things like that if you want to have a couple of these. And then everyone died. The end.
I kind of got a light crossbow off already after the other day. Quite happy with the daggers I've got as well at the moment. Sell any bolts or arrows, the ammunition for them?
Do I have bolts? I believe I have a couple for you. One moment. And he sort of looks under his desk. He rummages for a couple of bits. And then he pulls out this large container this large wooden container. And you look inside. There are bundles all tied up with a piece of rope around each one. And you can see that he has a good couple here. It says, well, I have mixtures of all types of ammunitions. I have arrows for bows. I have slingshot bullets. I have some crossbow bolts as well here. A pack of 20, and you can get them for just 1 gold.
Done.
Done. All right. I have 5 here if you want to do that. If you wish, you can buy as many as you'd like.
Yes.
Just be aware, just watch your weight as well. Just remember that, guys.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. How many can I hold?
Yeah, they're 1.5 pounds each.
Yeah, I'll take all 5 then. Thank you very much. That'll
Splendid.
keep me stocked up for a while.
So
If the other leave a few behind.
So that's 5 gold there. Right, well, I can officially say that this has been a nice, productive day. I appreciate that. Anything else I could do for you?
No, I mean, if you haven't got any short bows, I guess the bolts will do nicely for now. So.
Let me check short bow. Short bow. I think I may have one around. He's actually going to make a perception check on this. Natural 20.
Very nice.
Very nice. He goes into the back. And he finds, hiding away in the corner of his back room, he comes out with this, and he comes out with this nicely attuned short bow in his hand. He's like, well, I do have this. It's not much, and it's the only one. I kind of wanted to get a few more before I sold one, but I think I could be willing to sell this nice little thing for you if you'd like.
How much for it?
That will be, if it's a short bow, 25 gold.
Okay. Would you, if I sold you this longbow, how much would I get for that?
A longbow. Longbow. Let's see. Selling that? Normally I charge about 50 gold for it, but have you used it in battle by chance?
I know.
So he sort of has a look over you at the bow, just sort of glancing it over briefly. He can sort of hear the sound of gargling from the window and is like, oh, honestly, the neighbors again. It sounds like they're getting up. And he sort of smiles and is like, I'll tell you what. Because I kind of... I'll tell you what. Trilly, make a persuasion check.
Ooh. Forgotten how to roll dice. Hang on.
How do I roll?
21.
21. He sort of smirks.
21.
Hey, Trilly, what's your dice roll?
21.
You're lucky. So he looks over and he's like, you know what? I'm a man who doesn't like seeing a situation where somebody would die because they have the wrong weapon. Tell you what, I'll swap you the longbow for the short bow. I saw that typing away there. Okay.
Okay.
So you hand the longbow back, and you have the short bow. I believe you can still use the same ammo for both. I believe.
Should be able to, yeah.
Yes, you can still use arrows. Yes. Okay, just had a look there. Well, I can officially say this just has got a whole lot better. So, anything else I can do for you?
No, we are. I think we're fine. Though there is something I would like to ask you.
Ask little me? Well, I may be a simple dwarf, but I can only do simple deeds. So, what can I do for you?
Well, how much gold are you willing to are you willing to give if I could bring you some dragon scales?
You see his eyes light up just with a glee. You dragon scales? Are you know where you could get some?
Not just a few, but maybe one from a full-grown dragonborn.
He sort of looks up at you and sort of just is a bit surprised by this sudden ordeal.
Well,
I honestly not sure. I mean, I'd have to get a look at the quality of the scale. I mean, I have to do the thing for the deed, but I think I could do a bit. Why are you asking?
oh well. Let's just say I'm basically finding, let's say, the black sheep of my kind.
Well, that's a real shame. If it's anything to go on, I know what it's like for being black sheeps. I know what it's like too well. But that's a story for another time. I mean, I know we're making business here, but I you seem stutter a bit. He seems to be a bit more surprised by this, but he seems,
Oh no, I completely understand. I'm so sorry that for wasting your time. Thank you again.
No.
And I hope you have a nice day.
Oh, my pleasure. It's an honor to serve the two of you. You both are definitely some of the nicest people I've definitely met, I have to admit. Most people, it's just like, make this, here we go. And, well, meeting a Dragonborn for the first time, I can officially say that, well, they don't, excuse my wording, you don't look as scary as what everyone says. You generally look like, well... You generally look like a bundle of fun, if you don't mind my saying so.
What was that you cut off?
Did I really cut out there? Okay, Frank. He basically says, well, you're like a a little bundle of fun for a Dragonborn. You don't look as scary as what these old people make out, so I'd say it's just a load of hogwash.
Oh, well, thank you again. You're very kind.
It's as my great dad used to always say, be nice to your customers, be nice to your friends, and they will be the nicest people back to you.
And once again, thank you. Well, we'll hope to see you again soon.
My pleasure. You take care of her, little halfling.
Oh, I will now.
No, very well. Take care, my friends. Yally-ho!
You take care of yourself.
And he gets back to pounding away back on the sword as he's just puts his gloves back on and he does that. So, back to the other people now. We're going to go to Mugbeard. So, Mug, remind me where you're heading off to? You're just selling some of your items, I believe, yes? Or was that was Elion?
I don't have anything to sell. I'm going to buy potions.
I'm going to town to sell. I'm going to the shops to sell my stuff.
Okay, that's where I got mixed up. My apologies, guys. I swear, I'm a good DM. I try.
Pet.
Okay. All right. So for Mugbeard, okay. Mugbeard, make a perception check, please.
Wasn't he going to try to find a keg of beer or something?
We'll find out with this.
Patience.
We'll find out with this.
12.
That's a 12.
Okay.
Okay, so it takes you about 20 minutes to basically wander around Hope Key, and you eventually catch wind of a place that is basically like an alchemist place. It is called Whimsical Elixir. And from what you gathered from the information, because it took you a while to get this, it's a place that's mostly used for sort of getting alchemy done, and they can have like magical stuff as well and stuff like that. It mostly is the place for obtaining like special liquids and things like that. So,
Okay.
if that's so, you eventually make your way to Whimsical Elixir, and you stand outside this slightly standard-looking shop. It's sort of got a white sort of wooden wall color on the outside with brown wood holding on the outside, sort of as decoration. It's covering this large window that is probably about 2/3 of the bottom floor of this building, with the door right next to it. The door is essentially a oak-made door with a silver handle on it, but the silver handle is decorated to look like a wand of all things.
I enter.
Okay. So you make your way inside, and as you enter, you are greeted with this large assortment of color. You can look around you, and all you see around you is a wide variety of liquids of many different colors. You see a few light blue, you see a few blue, a few black, white, orange, green. The colors literally are from... They probably would have literally liquids of every different color known to beast and man. And as you're walking around, you see that the walls are littered with all of these, except obviously near the window, and just near the west side of the house. Basically, you enter and you turn to your left. You see a large desk, and standing on the other side of that desk, sort of cleaning one of the bottles, is a character that you wouldn't expect to see on this. You see a light green colored half orc. He is he's standing there, and he has sort of frizzled white hair sort of all over the top of his head. He has sort of glasses with a golden outline around them, around his ears. you see that his eyes, just from the distance that you have, you're quite close. You can see they are a light shade of green, and he is dressed in this sort of, I would say it looks sort of like a lab coat of things, but it's made of pure leather. And he is just there cleaning one of the bottles, and the bottle is this bright black liquid. It's not darkest black, but it looks like as if it's towards a mixture between black and white. So it's not quite grey, but you sort of get what you mean.
Hello, friend. I'm looking for potions of healing.
He looks up at you and he's like, oh, sorry. I didn't see you enter there. My, I truly am sorry there. What did you say you were looking for, my friend?
Potions of healing.
Potions
I'm
of-
sorry, I was sneaking inside.
No, oh, no, say no more. I get distracted when it comes to cleaning, I'm afraid. You know, it's a business thing. But anyway, you're looking for potions of healing, my friend.
Yes.
You are in luck. I have literally just finished a batch this morning. And he literally ducks down under his desk, and you can just see the top part of his frizzy hair just sort of sticking up. It literally looks like a little cloud is peering over the horizon, based on how this hair looks. He sort of
I touch and just prod the hair.
he sort of looks
From
up.
the hair.
He sort of looks up. Do you mind?
I don't mind. And I prod it a bit more.
He sort of lowers his eyes, and he's like, "Does my hair amuse you?"
Yes. Sharp observation.
He just sort of has a little chuckle to himself, and is like, "Well, I could say that's the first time that's happened to me. From a dwarf." And he just sort of goes back under. He sort of lowers himself lower so you can barely see the hair.
I lean over the counter just to look at it.
And as you lean over, you look up and you can see that the face was ready to look. And you look up and you see this face with his head looking straight up with you, and a smirk on his face going, "If you touch me again, I will make sure that it's not the potion of healing you will be drinking, boy."
I fucking love that voice.
And with that, he...
Would it be beer? By any chance?
No. And with that, he
Oh.
pulls up this wooden holder for liquids, and you see 3 potions of healing all there. They're in a sort of standard style for a potion. It's sort of a round base with a funnel on the top and a little wooden cork in the top, sort of sticking up. And it actually looks a little different colored than usual, but it still has that, shall we say, energy that resembles a healing potion. Well then, if my hair has done amusing you, how many would you like?
I slip him the note. I don't know. Whatever you can spare.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He
jeez.
looks at you and then looks at the note and gently picks it up. What is this? And he pulls up the note and reads it. He reads it out loud to himself a couple of times, and he looks back at you.
Okay, he knows how to read common. This is good.
Yeah, he looks back at the note, and then back at you. You're going on a quest, from what I see.
That is indeed what the note says.
Well, if this is from his lordship, then who am I to comply? Tell me, what exactly is this quest?
It's a secret.
I see. Make a persuasion check, please.
God damn it. It is a secret. He doesn't have to know.
Oh no, this is something else entirely.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, this is to get more funds. Okay, that's good. 18.
18, okay. He sort of looks at you for a little bit, and then the notes, and he's like, I honestly don't know why Titanus would have such a, childish behavior as a personal assistant for the quest, but if it's from his lordship, who am I to comply? Honestly.
What a cunt.
I will no longer
I'll be right back.
be complimenting your hair, sir. Childish.
He looks at you and goes, "My hair is not a toy, for the record. It is part of who I am, and that should be complied." And with that, he sort of looks over at his cabinets. He looks, and then he pulls out a book, and he starts folding through this book, and he sort of looks over. Essentially, he looks back at you and is like, "All right. I think the one thing I can do is I can give you 1 health potion. I'll give you 1 health potion because his lordship has demanded that this is a thing. But know this. Know this.
It's not a demand. It's a request for aid, and he would be really happy if you would oblige.
He ponders.
So would I.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. He ponders for a little bit and then looks back at you and is like, "Well, fair enough. I suppose my wording was wrong there, so tell you
Don't
what.
feel forced to.
I tell you what. I'm sorry for getting my wording wrong and having a stab his lordship, but I ask you to please don't do this again."
I won't touch your hair again, unless you ask me to.
He sort of has this raised eyebrow and is like, "Well, good enough, I guess." And he sort of unclips one of the vials and he pulls it out, and you have 1 potion of healing free of charge.
Thank you, good sir.
No problem. Just, you sure you can't tell me anything about this super secret quest?
It wouldn't be a good secret if I told you.
He just nods. He's like, "That's fair. Firm but fair. Now, if you don't mind, I must get back to my concoctions."
Okay. Do you know where I could buy a keg of beer by chance?
He looks back up at you and is like, "Beer? You are
Yes.
you are looking to buy beer? Why would you
Yes.
want to buy your own beer? You could just go to the Broken Chalice. You could buy a glass there. Easy peasy."
Yes, but they're out of beer!
Guess who fucking drunk it?
Just
And he
how?
And the guy at the counter, he just leans back in and he's just like, "Well, not to be rude, but have you tried patience?"
How can I have my morning beer if it's no longer morning?
He just sort of just sighs heavily. He
Fuck's
he
sake.
just sighs and puts his head in his hands like, "I don't know where we could buy a keg of beer myself. I mean, I stick in here. But you might want to ask at the Broken Chalice and find out exactly where they get theirs. Maybe they might give you some information. I don't know much more than that."
Thank you, good sir.
Why the fuck do you want beer so badly, mate?
They were out of freaking beer! I need my beer!
Okay, so are you done now?
Yes, I'm going to the Broken Chalice to find out where I can get beer.
Okay, fair enough. So back with Zelion. Zelion is going to there. So, are you going back to like the market stalls where the old people were, or are you going to like a more professional shop?
Either or.
Okay. So, it's up to you. I can't really go further if I don't know which way you're going.
Okay, which are the professional shops?
The general shops that you're looking for. Let's see. If you're wanting to... Mugbeer, 10 out of 10. Fuck off, give me your own score.
Yeah.
I saw the color text. At the moment, everyone's getting supplies ready for a mission, by the way, just a heads up. So the two that there are 2 stores in town that can help you there. The 2 general stores you're looking for, there is the Chimera's Talons and Harkin's Dry Goods.
Chimera's goods or Harkin's dried. What?
Chimera's talons and Harkin's dry goods.
Harkin's dried goods. Okay,
Oh, I tell you what.
Chimera's talons and Harkin's dried goods. I guess I'll stop by Chimera's talons and see what they've got to offer first.
Okay. So, as you're walking your way through as you're walking from the Broken Chalice area towards the Chimera's Talons, the Chimera's Talons it is a little bit sort of on the way and stuff like that. It actually is close to the eastern exit. To be precise, it is, if I get my my pen here, it is right here. Oh, fuck it, fuck it, pen. It's this building. It's this building. If I do my thing here.
Ah, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, right. It's roughly about there. So, you make. So you make your way there, and you approach the Chimera's Talons. Chimera's Talons doesn't look like much on the outside. You see a large wooden sign with Chimera's Talons written on there, and a picture of a claw that is actually situated in the middle of between Chimeras and Talons. There's no windows on the outside, just two large wooden doors. They're not together like a grand house, but they're sort of separated from each other. If the building was cut in half, you could actually make it into two homes with how perfectly symmetrical it is between the doors.
Huh. That's interesting. Okay. So, I kind of entered the shop.
Okay. So, player win 13 is followed. Thanks for following. So you make your way inside, and when you step inside, you see a nice supply of what looks like a mixture of different style of materials. You see a wide variety of stuff like leathers and ropes and things like that situated on the sides. You can also see other assortments on the side, like stuff to pass the time. You also see bags that are labeled with rations and foods and stuff like that. And on the very far end, you see a small counter. And on the other side of the counter, you see this elderly-looking woman. But at the moment, you're too far away to see exactly a bit more detail besides that.
Okay.
Watch, this is going to be like the grumpiest old woman in the world.
Okay. Okay, I kind of approach the woman and just kind of clear my throat. Excuse me?
She sort of looks up at you as I was wondering if I'd actually get some bloody business here.
Hey!
Anyway, welcome to Chimera's Talons. How may I serve you today?
Oh, you certainly sound, enthused.
So, I literally have just woken up about half an hour ago. I got disturbed by some rascals who were having some fun with my bastard bloody trash in the back.
They've been messing with my petunias.
Okay,
you don't, kids! Get off my lawn!
I kind of look the woman over. Do I notice anything?
Okay, make a perception check.
Yeah,
you're not immune for them. It's time for you to roll one.
1d20 plus. And what kind of check is this?
Perception.
Okay, perception. Okay, perception is when I. Okay. Perception is +2, so +2. 4.
4. The only thing that you notice about her, based on her positioning, is that she is wearing this sort of dreary-looking style coat. It's like this big brown coat. It's sort of wrapped around her, almost like a big, thick blanket. And on her, and you can just see on the hair, though, you can just see that her hair is a light shade of brown, and it's sort of bald patches in a couple of little bits.
Kind of. Well, I kind of.
Well, this isn't a museum. What can I do for you?
Oh, sorry. I was just hoping to get. I was hoping to gather supplies. I pull out the note that Titanus gave me, and kind of set it on the table, the desk, the counter, whatever.
Okay. She sort of looks at the note and is like, "What's this?" And she sort of reaches into her thick coat and pulls out this monocle. But the monocle looks rather nice, actually. You can see that the monocle is actually a very nice gold, shall we say, encased, if that's the right way to put it. And you can see on the, this nice silver chain that runs off it as well. And she holds the monocle to her eye, and she was like, let's see here. From Titanus. You with Titanus?
Yes. Yes.
She sort of leans back and she puts the monocle away, and she sort of just gives a large sigh, like, "I'm so sorry. If the lordship is demanding this, then I suppose I have to do something. Okay. Being this a simple store here, I could probably give you a couple of food items, but that's the best I could do. Is that all you're after, though?"
Yes and no. I have some things to sell here. Not something. Okay, well, maybe not some things, but I have at least one thing or so. I kind of. Do you by any chance? Do you take weapons as selling items?
She sort of looks over it, does it. It's not normally my thing. I mean, you'd have to go to a blacksmith for that one, I'm afraid. I'm just a general goods, not a weapon dealer.
Fair. And where's the nearest blacksmith?
Blacksmith? That'll be Metal Masters you want to head to. It's like, she sort of just leans back and looks up a bit there. It's like, that Enig.
Are you okay, ma'am?
Yes, sorry. Enig has been around a long time, and, just sometimes when we hear that he's working at the blacksmith, we generally get a little worried, that's all.
Right. I kind of look around the store. Is she the only employee working here?
At this time of the morning, she is the only one at this time of the morning, yes.
Do you have other workers here to help you?
Yes, I have my granddaughter come in and help me out every so often. She should be coming in a couple of hours, hopefully.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good to hear. But now the food items. What exactly do you have here?
Well, food items here. I have a good amount of sorts here. Let's see. She sort of looks over. She pulls out her book and looks over and stuff like that. Let me have a look here. have to admit this is a new one. Let's see. Well, I have a couple of rations here that you could buy. They're about 5 silver apiece. Let's see what else is here.
The note still allows me to get these for free, right?
I guess I could give a couple of them for free if you wish.
I suppose that's fair. I only have gold at the moment, so...
No, I'll give you a change if need be.
Okay.
Let's have a look here. She's also got on the side as well. She has a couple of bottles of ale. She also has a load of she has a couple of hunks of cheese as well, and you can also see three loaves of bread as well.
Are those all classes rations, or are they just separate food items?
They're separate items.
God
Okay.
damn it.
The ale, just so it helps for Mugbeard later, you can buy a gallon of ale for 2 silver and a mug of ale for 4 copper, basically at certain places. But if it's anything like this mug, if you're planning to buy anything here, this is more of just for buying a bottle of it, more than anything.
Okay. I'll
buy a lot of bottles, it's fine.
Sorry, I'm just kind of looking through my items. What exact? Like, it's hard to really get specific stuff in these things. So let's see. That's a bottle of ale, some cheese, and bread.
Yes. Is that what you're after?
Hold on. Do you also have any loot strings by any chance?
Loot strings?
I gestured to the loot on my back.
Oh, you're a bard. Oh,
Yeah.
Let me have a look for you. What do you need for a loot string? Just a standard bit of string will do the job, won't it?
Well, if you don't have loot strings, then maybe at least hold up. Let's see. Like maybe some copper wire.
Copper wire. As a matter of fact, I think I may have a bit of copper on the side. Yeah, so you can easily buy some copper from this place as well. Copper will cost a bit of copper. It is 1 pound of copper, and that will get you 5 silver on that.
Oh, okay. How much is 5 silver in gold?
I'm gonna have to convert my tally here. Just 1 second there. 1 silver into a gold piece. 10 silver equals 1 gold.
Okay, 10 silver equals what?
1 gold, yes.
Well, hold on. Hold. Do these count as like actual inventory items or like other possessions, or do I put them in my other possessions?
They're under trade goods, so put them in other possessions.
Okay, so wait. So how much was that in gold?
So 5 silver there. So the 5 silver, that would be, so you if you give it a gold piece, you get 5 silver back.
All right. Okay, and how much for the food?
Food, let's see. If you're gonna buy the ale, that'll be a silver piece for a bottle. You're buying the bread, that will be 2 copper pieces. and a hunk of cheese is 1 silver.
Okay, 1 silver for the ale, the cheese, and the copper wire.
And as you're mentioning this, she's getting all this stuff onto the counter.
Okay. Yeah. And okay. Okay. So, and maybe a couple loaves of bread.
Okay. So she hands all this and she works it out here. With that note, I'd say we'll put that to 5 silver in total. Call that the gesture for his lordship.
Okay, 5 silver. So in gold pieces, that would be 2 gold.
No, that'll be just give her gold and you'll get 5 silver back.
Okay. Okay. I hand her a gold coin.
Okay, so she hands you the 5 silver back for it, and she sort of gets all the stuff there. Oh, God damn it, Trilly!
What did Trilly do?
Yeah. All right, that's fair enough. You guys can make notes and things. Right. Okay. So is that everything from Celion?
Yes. I tip my hat to lady. I'm like, thank you kindly. I pack up all the stuff neatly into my backpack, and then I begin to head out.
All right. Come again. And she just sort of goes back and just.
And I'm like, I kind of stop at the door, and I'm like, I'm just wondering, just how much business do you actually get?
How much business? None of your business.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's just earlier. It's just when I first came in. It just sounded like your business was struggling a bit. I thought maybe if there's anything I can do to help, I can always come back later if I need something.
I'll consider.
I'll even bring some
friend, house a friend.
I could even bring some of my. I'm traveling with a few people, so maybe if we have time, I could always recommend this place to them.
She sort of just looks at you for a bit and goes, "It's up to you. Remember, I'm just a shopper. Goodbye, where I can." She sort of yawns and just sort of drifts off to sleep, just briefly, while she's just trying to catch up on some sleep, and just says, "Just go do what you gotta do. Have fun killing a dragon or something."
Hey,
sure.
mate.
Sure. And I just kind of walk out. I kind of walk out of the Chimera's talons and just begin to make my way over to the blacksmiths based on the directions that she may have given me.
Okay. So as that's going on, so you make your way out of Chimera's talons. As you step outside and make your way towards Metal Masters,
Okay, hold up real quick. I need to type in all this stuff. How much cheese and bread did I get again?
How much cheese and bread? So you got for cheese and bread, you bought 1 hunk of cheese, which serves 3 people.
Okay, sir. Okay, serves 3 people.
You also bought you bought 2 loaves of bread, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
2 loaves of bread. Each loaf will be for 5 people. So that's 10 servings with that.
10 sir. Okay, 10 servings, 5 per loaf.
Yep, and if you bought any, and if you got any rations, the rations, just so you know, for each person, ration works only for 1 person, just so you know.
Okay. I don't remember if I bought the rations. I know I bought the ale.
Oh, the ale. So you bought a bottle of ale. That's basically as it's only written here. Bottle of ale is, from what I see here, A bottle of ale is 2 servings.
Okay.
It's sort of like if you take like a standard ale glass, it's enough to fill 2 of those.
Oh, okay. And I also bought copper wire. How much?
Copper wire. That's a pound of copper wire.
Okay, 1 pound of copper wire. 1 pound of copper wire. Okay, and that's all. I think I have plenty of rations, so that's good.
Okay. So as you're coming out of the Chimera's Talon, you look to go make your way to Metal Masters, and you actually bump into Trilly and Golden
Just
Heart.
let you know, guys, I might have
Whoa.
to be quiet.
Whoa. Hello.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, Caitlin.
Um.
Alright, so you actually bump into the 2 of them, who obviously have just come up from the direction of Metal Masters.
Oh. Hello, girls. I tip my hat to them.
Hello.
Hey, how'd it go?
It went pretty well. The lady had some pretty good supplies. I kind of look back at the Chimera's Talon, kind of feeling bad for the old lady, and like, if you guys need rations or anything, the Chimera's Talon has some good stuff.
Does she
Alright.
have any healing potions?
No, I think it's more of a general store than a potion place.
Then
but
I'm not interested. Sorry.
Hey, what about food? You might need food for the journey, or what of your spell? I mean, do any of your spells require items? She could provide those.
That is a very good question, actually.
Oh fuck! I know.
Wait, wasn't there one of your spells that needed something?
Yes. Yeah.
When I'm
Yes.
hungry, I just jump into a tree or bush and usually find what I need there.
Well, I'd recommend the Chimera's Talon for. Well, I'd recommend the Chimera's Talon. Anyway, you two were going to the blacksmith, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're all
just come
sorted.
from there.
Oh, all right. It's just down that way, right? I pointed the direction they just came from.
Yep.
Oh, all right. I'm on my way over there. I'm gonna be on my way over there right now. I
Okay.
walk past them.
Okay, so you're
See-
on your way there.
See you two later.
Bye.
That's later.
Okay, so Zelion's going back to the blacksmith. Trilly and Goldenheart, what are you 2 doing?
All right, Trilly. What are you gonna do?
I just really wanted the bow, to be honest. Reckon
Well,
I should ask one of these people where we can get some potions.
well, can you do me a favor?
Sure. What?
Well, since we're running out of time, I would like if you could go get some potions for me, and I can try and pay you back. I will go to this Talon's place and see if I can find something there.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
Okay, so that means Trilly is gonna make her way to. Oh boy, I gotta put that voice in again. Haven't I? Are you just doing this just because to stock up, or just so I can play accents?
No.
Fuck you all.
Yes.
You
You're
too.
good with accents, though,
I
Chris.
appreciate that. Okay, general stores should have potions. I know they sometimes do and such. I've heard some do, some don't. I've heard like stories of some do, some don't. That's why Raven. That's why, as I say, I'm going with based on what I was told by my friend Nigel, because he said some of them when he played them didn't have them and some did, so that's why I wasn't sure. And remember, I said there were 2 stores. But you guys don't know that. Okay, so meanwhile, Raven has decided with the help with Muckbeard himself going.
You mean Mugbeard?
Yeah, Muckbeard has gone back to the Broken Chalice. So he went back there, and you can see that there is what appears to be a horse-drawn cart with 2 horses, and right outside, you can see Olga is signing a piece of paper and handing it back to this rather young-looking gentleman who helps to lift up 3 barrels off the back of the cart and onto, and starts helping Olga into the broken chalice. So the 2 of them walk in with 1 barrel each, and there's 1 cake still out here. So, what are you going to do?
I'm going to pick it up and carefully bring it to the bar.
Okay. So you pick. So I'd like you to, let's see, make an athletics check, please.
Alex? Oh shit. That depends on strength, which I don't have.
Oh, 9.
There was an effort, but I did not drop it.
Yep. So you managed to lift it for a good little bit. You managed to drag it just into the doorway, but that equivalent is about 10 feet, and you just drop the barrel, and you're just there, gasping a little bit for your breath, because it was generally a lot harder to lift as you thought.
Yeah.
Olga sort of turns back and hears the thud of the barrel and looks at you and goes, "Are you trying to steal my beer, or are you trying to be helpful?"
I was trying to be helpful, and then I was going to ask you why I can buy a keg of beer myself.
She sort of looks at you with a surprised look and is just like, "Well, I definitely would save on a few here, to say the least. Okay. I guess I could share that. Unfortunately, we don't get the beer from anywhere in Hope Key, actually. It's imported. We get it imported from a lovable little help over there. It's simply known as Ale for Ale. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Hail for Ale. And in case you wondered, the person you want to try find if you want to try to sort something out here is a man by the name of Albus.
But,
you find him, and maybe he can do something for you.
You were cutting out on my end.
Oh, he said you'd have to find him to find out something for you for that. Sorry, the weather's turned a bit bad on my end, so it's actually turned to a bit of thunderstorm, so it might affect the reception.
Apparently so.
All right, so that's the best that's the news I got on that one. Now, last I checked, don't you have a time limit right now?
Fine, you've got beer now. I'll go to the general store.
Very well. I'll see you later. Be safe. Okay, so you're going to the general store. So we're gonna go back to Zelion first.
Okay.
So Zelion arrives at Metal Masters, and you see the same concept as what both Caitlin and Aeon both saw with their characters, and you see obviously this awning. And, you see a different sight compared to them. You see the dwarf is just sort of standing on his desk, and he's currently pacing up and down over the top there. He's sort of counting coins and looking over his book, over his next sort of things. He sort of looks down at the book, and then goes back to counting the money and stuff like that, and just goes back a bit there.
Okay. Is there a counter near me?
Yeah, you'd have to walk inside.
Okay, I walk inside the locksmith.
Sorry, I just saw lightning. I just saw lightning strike outside my window.
Oh shit! Oh jeez.
Sorry, not right outside the window, but I saw a white flash.
Oh gosh! For a second, I thought I scared the.
No! Sorry, my bad. I mean, we could have that if you want
to. That was just too good timing.
Yeah. All right, so the dwarf looks over at you as you come in and goes, Ah, second customer of the day. Hello, hello.
I tip my hat to the dwarf. Hello, sir.
Why, my, that's a friendly attitude. He sort of jumps off the counter and looks over at you. But I'm afraid I don't have any musical instruments for you, but I'll see what I can do. What can I help you with?
Yeah, I'm not, okay, actually, yeah, I'm hoping to purchase some things and also to maybe sell something.
Alright, so, what are you buying? What are you selling?
Okay, well, I kind of just got a new crossbow lately, and I was hoping to, and I only have one bolt on me, and I'm hoping to maybe have something that'll be easier for me to carry them. Although I kind of look at the loot on my back and wonder, and just kind of, just something easy to carry that won't get in the way of my loot.
He sort of ponders for a little bit. He's like, you're looking for something that sort of gives you a bit of protection while not looking a little bit stupid.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, let me have a look for you here. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Bard should be here. Let me have a look. What do you have for bards? Oh, you have quite a lot to play with, Del.
Oh, really?
She does.
I can't wait.
Yeah, bards get to use simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords.
Not nice.
You get a lot to go on. The better question is, what are you in the mood for?
Let's see. I kind of look over the weapons that I already have, and I'm just like, well, I'm hoping. Well, I haven't held a crossbow. Thank you. Okay, so I haven't held a crossbow in a while, but I will need a few bolts just to be on the safe side. And let me see. And let me see. Oh wait, no, I only have one. Never mind. I pull out the scimitar that I got from that I kind of confiscated and just put it up front. I wish to sell the scimitar.
He sort of jumps a bit when you pull out the scimitar, and with how you're holding it, he generally thought you were going to do something at him, but it's just due to his jumpiness and such. But then he looks back over the scimitar and he just glances over it briefly. My, such a craftsmanship. The blade appears to be a little bit on the... Actually, hold on a second. He's going to make a perception check.
Okay.
So he looks over the blade, and he notices like a couple of little marks on the bottom of the blade. He just looks over and says, well, it's not a brand new one, but I think what I can do is I could definitely sell you that if you wish. I can sell that for 15 gold pieces if you would like.
15 gold pieces. I'm going to attempt to. Okay, so.
Do I sense a bargain? Do I sense a bargaining challenge?
Okay, mate. Okay, I don't.
Oh, I get to have fun now.
Okay, maybe, I'm gonna try to see if I can raise the price of it just so that I can just to get a little bit more gold.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So, I need you to roll a d20 and make a persuasion check, while I'm gonna roll and make a insight check.
Okay, I need a persuasion check, right?
Persuasion, yes. You do persuasion, I do insight.
Okay, so my persuasion is +4 and 19.
That's cocked. Natural 1. Where is my
He's going to double the price.
He just looks at he looks over at you and is like, well, they normally go for 25, but alright, the best I can do, because, you know, I still have to
50.
keep something. I'll sell it for 23. That's the best I can go.
23? I just clap my hands and smile. Sounds good to me.
It's only because you got that charming smile on your face. I can't help but fall for it.
Sure. Thank you. I get that sometimes.
Alright, so as you're serving all this, by the way, you look behind you, and you just briefly hear footsteps behind, and you see Trilly just walking right behind you.
Okay, you said 23 gold, right?
23, yes.
Okay, so I get 33 gold.
Okay.
Sorry, I had 33?
That's alright, yeah.
So I have 33 now?
No.
133? Okay, anyway, Trilly just came in. Do I notice?
Trilly is walking right by us. Make a perception check, Del.
Okay.
Trilly, you can make a perception check if you want to look for Zelion, or you just want to walk by.
Okay, perception. Perception plus 2.
15.
15 for Trilly.
Okay, 17.
So you literally, as Trilly is walking by, she turns to look in, but just as she turns in, she sees that Zelion has literally just turned at roughly the same point. They literally almost turned at exactly the same moment.
Oh. Hey, Trilly. I kind of wave at her.
Trilly waves back.
What?
What are you doing in here then?
Just here to get some weapons, sell some of my stuff. What about you?
Oh, Goldie sent me in there to buy potions.
Potions? Does this place sell potions?
No, blacksmiths do not. The dwarves was here. No, I'm not the one you're looking for potions. If you're looking,
Why the fuck did you go in there?
if you're
Trilly.
looking for potions, then the place I would recommend going to, if you're looking for that type of the woods, you want to head to Whimsical Elixir.
Might take a quick stop there.
Yeah, it's not that far from here. It's just down the road, and he points sort of round the corner.
Thank you. I kind of nod.
All right.
And then just okay. Oh, and I need to get rid of my scimitar.
Okay. Yep. So get rid of the scimitar.
Okay. Right. And regarding the bolts and and something to carry him with.
He sort of looks over and such and looks in this box and says, I'm actually afraid I just sold the last of the crossbow bolts, and I sold them to your friend right there.
I glance over at Trilly. How much did you buy?
We had like 5 bundles of 20, and I.
Yep. So that's 100. That's 100 crossbow bolts you bought.
I just kind of smile at Trilly, and I'm like, do you mind, if it's not too much trouble, do you mind letting me have like 5, 10 at least? Can you spare some?
Hey, you paid for breakfast this morning, you know, I'm quite happy to split the bolts.
Oh,
Thank you.
No
okay.
problem.
All right. You see Enid just look at you like, so this is comradeship in a nutshell. You, Trilly, you, my little friend, are definitely the nice one I can see. You're nice to a dragonborn and now nice to a half-elf. Is there anyone you're not friendly with?
Goblins.
Me.
Who keeps saying that? It's like
No one cares about you,
you
Mugbeard.
just hear that voice. Who keeps saying that? But if you are looking for a case, I think for Cobalt. Let me have a look. And he rummages under his desk once again. I think yes, I do. I have, and he pulls out this small wooden box. It is a long box, and he opens it up to reveal a blue velvet inside. This is a case for crossbow bolts. It can only hold 5, but if you want to keep any of them secret or any of them safe or anyone away, then you can store 5 in here.
I appraise the case for a bit. How much is this?
It's no more than a gold piece.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay, there you go. And he hands you the box, so that's a gold there.
All right, I hand him the gold piece.
Okay. I realize we're going through a lot of time on this. Oh, thank God I didn't write too much for this.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's my bad on this as well.
Okay, I kind of put the crossbow bolt on my back, just kind of in a place where I could grab onto it without bumping my hand against my loot, and I put the crossbow bolt the crossbow bolt that I already have into it.
Okay. So it's a loaded crossbow bolt already. Okay.
Okay. Do you happen to have any armor?
Armor? He sort of ponders for a little bit and such. I do have armor, but it's he sort of ponders for a little bit and such. Most of my armors, they come as customizable. I mean, I can make you any armor you're looking for if it's anything better than what you got, but there will be a charge for the materials as well as a charge for everything else.
How much is it for better light armor?
Light armor. What light armor do you have right now?
I currently have leather light armor.
Is light I think light's the only one that you can have for your character. I think.
It's the only one I currently have.
Can you have anything higher than that? That's the other question. We planned this so far in advance, everybody.
Apologies. This is gonna be us shopping the episode.
Yeah, basically. Yep. Okay, Raven. To answer the question, you can get one bit of armor that's better than what you've got, but it's not by much. You can get a studded leather. Normally costs 45, but because of this, he's being customizable, it will cost you about 55 gold. And in case you wonder what armor you'll go up by 1.
Okay. I can only go. Okay, so wait. I can get better armor, but it can only go up by 1.
Basically, the best light armor you can buy is studded leather armor, which will be 45 gold to basically buy it. But because he's a customizable one, it'll be an extra 10. Because he's more of a blacksmith rather than an armor smith.
How long will this take?
He sort of looks over his book and is like, well, judging from materials, I'd say by tomorrow.
By tomorrow. I kind of wince. Oof. Okay, you wouldn't happen to know any armor shops nearby, would you?
He sort of ponders for a little bit. At the moment, I don't know. I don't think there is one in Hope Key.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just browse around, see what I can find.
Okay. well, let's see. Well, since we're running low on the other end of this one, okay.
If you want, like, if we finish with Dell, and then we can do mine like next time.
It's all right. I'll tell you what. We'll be quick about this. We'll just go brief on this. So, just tell me what you
Because
guys.
I do need to go to bed.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll be quick about this. So, Zelion, are you done with your purchasing?
Okay. I think I'll just take a short sword just to be on the safe side.
Okay. Short sword. You said you can use one, right?
Yeah, I have proficient
Okay.
swords.
Short sword will be 10 gold.
Okay, just a regular short sword, right?
Yes, regular short sword is 10 gold. Okay, so buy that there.
Okay, I'll take the short sword. That reduces me to 122.
Okay, well that's going ahead. Caitlin, what are you wanting to buy?
Do you have a book?
Book. Which spell is it for? Do you remember?
I think it was called Faith Shield or
Shield
of Faith.
Shield of Faith, you are right.
Oh,
Shield of
all right.
Faith. Let me have one glance at this just to make sure we find out what you need.
Oh.
Shield of Faith, a small parchment with a bit of holy text. So for you, Caitlin, all you need is paper. Paper. You need paper and ink. So paper and ink. That will be paper and ink. That will be not that much. That will literally be no more than about 3 silver pieces.
I like how a really nice dagger costs like what, 2? And then you have like a simple paper and pen that costs like 3.
Well, you can use the paper and pen to do many different things in this rather than a weapon, which can just stabby.
Stabby's good though.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, so yeah, so that'll be 3 silver off there. Trilly, I'm guessing you're gonna go buy health potions.
Trilly.
You said you were gonna do some. Yeah, you said you were gonna do about health potions, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. What are you gonna do about the health potions? I mean, they're 50 apiece. He's got 2 left.
I'll take them both then.
Okay. Tell you what. Make one little check for me. Make a persuasion check.
And 3 rolls 19.
19. Okay. So what we'll do there is instead of 100 gold for the 2, it will cost you 75 for the 2.
Done.
Okay.
Wait, did Trilly give me any of her bolts?
That's a good question. How many did you give Trilly?
Trilly will give you 40 of them.
Okay.
Well, I think my case can only hold 5.
It's all right. It's all right for cases. It's more like a special. It's like a special display type of thing more than anything.
Yeah.
It's sort of like you have crossbow bolts on standby in like a backpack, but if you got a case, the case can be used to store some of them, and you can hide them, leave them somewhere. Basically, like a safe box, so to speak.
Okay, so she gave me 50 of them, right?
40.
40.
I'll give you 50. Go on.
Okay.
So now I have 50. So I have 51 now.
50 then. Okay. All right. Well, we'll ask one last question before we wrap this up. Does anybody have anything else they're wanting to buy?
Yes.
Okay. If there's any potions that I can buy that can help me, then that's all I will probably need.
Well, if it's health potions, Trilly bought the last 2.
Great.
Quick question: am I going to speak to the old lady?
If it was to get the items, you would, but I'd say for the basis of time-wise, concerning we're obviously going to shorten this, I'd say it won't be much, unless you were planning to have a specific conversation.
I just thought it'd be funny just to talk to the old lady.
If you want to, we'll do that as the start of the next one, if you want to.
Alright.
Alright, and Mugbeard, what are you wanting to buy?
20 bottles of beer.
Oh boy.
I should have seen that one coming. Okay, so I believe we
He's
said
going to die.
the 20 bottles of beer.
I believe that's 2 gold pieces.
Work out maths. Yes, that is 2 gold pieces.
I'm totally fine with this.
We apologize for the shopping episode, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we don't.
For the record,
It's been a lot of fun.
for the record, I had 2 fights ready planned just in case we made it further than this. Don't worry, they're ready to
To be
go.
fair, I expect this shit because in another campaign, the DM was like, okay, we're going to get out of this pub in 5 minutes, and we spent 2 or 3 hours there.
Wow.
Typical night.
It's a good night indeed. 5 minutes to 2
Yes.
hours. That sounds like
It was a lot of fun.
a standard British night out, if you ask me.
Oh boy.
Anyway, so with that, we'll say that the hour has gone, and you guys will be making your way to the eastern exit, but we're gonna have that happen next time. So here's what I want you guys to decide, and this is specifically for you guys to decide here. So, if you guys are sticking with the original plan, obviously, if you guys want to think about it and such, we'll think about what's going ahead. So, at the moment, it looks like the current plan that we got will be that Golden Heart will be going off with Marco and Voro.
Polo.
Fuck off. We'll be heading with them to the treasure bit, while the others will be heading to the base to get ready for after Marco
And?
Voro.
No fun.
Yeah, to basically do the drop off and do what they need to do and such, and then Golden will join up with the others later. That was the plan that was sort of discussed and such. So, okay, so if you guys want to think different, it's up to you there. But otherwise, guys, that is all for tonight's session. Now, before we wrap this up, I'd like to point out that we will actually be streaming tomorrow.
Oh?
Oh.
Yes,
Oh?
as a bit of a change of plans for the moment, due to my Sundays being taken up, I managed to have a word with Kotlol, and what we're going to do is Tuesday is going to be Jose. Tuesday, maybe tomorrow and such, we are going to have my Sunday streams moving to Tuesday for a while. So that is essentially what's going to happen. It's not going to be another D&D. No, fuck that.
Hey!
Oh,
I have not got that bit ready to go yet. I've got bits to plan out. But we are essentially going to be starting a Dragon Quest game tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh.
So
No Octopath?
Wait, can we customize?
it's not that one, unfortunately.
Darn.
I know what you're thinking. And I was thinking of Octopath, but I'd have to see exactly about that. I'll have to think about it. It's whether I stick with classical or go with a blind run. Yeah, sorry, Jose. You missed it by about 2.5
I think it's isn't it Jose?
Jose. Jose.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to go. I'll see you all later.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
You get
See you next
yourself
time.
off, Caitlin.
Right, boy.
All right. So
Bye.
while Caitlin is heading herself off as well, that's going to be all for tonight's live stream. So next time, our Lufstrous crew is going to make their way to the stages of the plan. And next time, I will say this right now, there will be some action.
Oh boy.
I promise you that. But until then, guys, that is all for tonight's live stream. So, if you were charged with joy with the stream, be sure and hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and check out the other videos on the channel and everything else as well. Hope you guys have had a blast. We had a blast. I hope so.
I did.
Yay. And with that said, it's goodbye from Brownie of the Joy Chat Gamers. It's goodbye from Moonraven.
Bye!
It's goodbye from Aeon.
bye.
It's goodbye from Delancey.
Boy!
And of course, a goodbye from Caitlin, who obviously has jetted off. But until then, guys, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, signing off on Let's Play Live Dungeons and Dragons. The perception's now 1. That means we're done. So until then, guys, stay charged and catch you all later. See you tomorrow and goodbye!
Toodaloo.
Bye!
Bye.